Welcome back. Our guest today is a renowned and groundbreaking comedian. Too many people say that about too many people, but she's groundbreaking. Damn it. Margaret Cho started doing stand-up when she was just 14 years old and has paved the way for generations of comedians. She's currently on her latest comedy tour, which stops all around the country. Audience, give it up for Margaret Cho. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome. Look at that. Very nice. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for being. Oh, wow. Look at that. And it's early, and they're clapping that way.
I saw them outside, and I thought, oh, what are they going to see? How fun. Everybody
Who are
looks
they
like
here
they're
for?
going to have a good time.
You.
Yeah, good.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Okay, let's put up the picture again. This was us in 2010. Okay, that was us in 2010.
Wow.
You were on tour in Minneapolis, and I had a radio show, and I still do, and then I was like a news anchor. And this was in the early days of Twitter, and you put out a call. You're like, I'm coming to Minneapolis. I want to work out. Somebody find me a trainer. And I DM'd you, and I said, I have a hot trainer, and let's work out together. And we worked out on the stage of the Orpheum Theater.
That's right.
And to this day, it's one of my favorite. Over 30 years in broadcasting, I will never forget. I'm one of the few people that can say I worked out with Margaret Cho on a stage.
Yay! That was incredible. Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
That was really fun. He was hot too.
He was a hot. Name is Chad. Yeah.
He was really hot.
Do you still enjoy being on the road after all these years? And what's your favorite part of it?
I like just being able to go out there and just see different places and go back to places. You know, I've played Minneapolis a number of times, and it's just so exciting to come back. And, you know, for me, it's just really energizing and fun. And I don't know. I do it a lot less. So I still tour, but I don't tour for months at a time. So now I just kind of go out a couple of weeks a year, a couple of weeks a week, like weekends a month. It's much more manageable. It's not like before.
I have such a respect for the art, because it is an art form. I have such a respect for the art of stand-up. So I'm always innately curious about it. How long for you does it take you to work a set? How long, and what's that process like for you?
It's a constant, you know, it takes about a year to put together a show that you would maybe film for a special.
Yeah.
And so you keep on putting it together and taking things out and moving things around. And so but it's a constant. Also, if I don't do a performance maybe like once a week, I feel strange.
Really?
I don't want to have that much time lapse between stage time or performances, because then I'll get stage fright. Because if you really think about what you're doing, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. Like, that's really scary. Like, why would you do that? You know?
I don't want to go out there.
Yeah, it's like, what do you mean I can't like go and talk for an hour? That's crazy.
Okay, but what is your process? Like, I know for me, because I have this show to fill with stories. I have a 3-hour radio show. I am constantly, I saw Steve Martin's masterclass, and Steve talked about always observing. Like, everything is an opportunity for a story. So I'm constantly like, oh, there's a strange woman in Target. And I write down, I keep a note in my iPhone.
Right.
Do you do something similar where you're keeping stories like on a phone or a note? Or?
Oh, yeah, you have a running thing. I usually write a joke every day. There's something that you write every day, and then you add on to it. Like today's was, so it's all about menopause. And so I know.
Yeah.
That's it.
Our audience coordinator is our resident expert. There she is right there. Yeah.
So in the 90s, there was the whole Me Too movement, people talking about stuff happening in the 90s. For me, my Me Too story was there was a very famous producer who offered me $1 million to have sex with him. And I know. And it now after menopause, I think the resale value has gone down. Like I feel like it's just not. You know what I mean? Like if I were to put it up on like the RealReal or like Mercari or something, you know, one of those resale sites, I don't think I would get $1 million. I don't even think I would get I don't know. I can't even estimate. I need to get an estimator in there. Figure it out.
Like a blue book,
Blue book value? If I get the VIN, I'll send it to you, and then we can
get Margaret's VIN number and see what the resale value is.
I think it's gone down. It's not one that appreciates. It's not like an old Hermes bag. Like it's not like this is no Birkin. This is not a Birkin. It's not a Kelly. I don't know what it is. So.
Because I am surrounded. We have wonderful women on the staff, and I am bookended by my lovely best friend Fallon. She won't mind me saying this because she's been open. Fallon is going through perimenopause. And then I have Erin, menopause. So I'm learning so much. Was it hard for you? Because
it's very interesting because
and I'm just because I'm a gay and I'm fascinated by all this. Yeah.
It's really interesting because you have options to go back. So now I'm on HRT, which is supplemental estrogen and progesterone to put you back to where you were. And then I'm like, I don't know if I like that. So I have a patch, and it's kind of like.
So does Erin.
Right.
Erin told me she looked at me one day and she goes, I'm wearing my butt patch right now.
Yeah.
I don't know there she is right there.
Yeah. It's like when you quit smoking, it's like when you quit having a period, you get a patch. Like you get a patch to wean off all of that. But now it's given me a period back. So I'm in that weird phase of adjusting to it, which I'm like, this is the worst
Did you hear the women in the audience? Bummer.
I know, that's the worst part. Because I used to, when you have menopause, it's like, oh my God, I could wear white pants. Like I could wear white pants, white shorts even. I could wear white, high shorts. And now it's like, you don't know. So the patch is it's patchy for me. Patchy.
More with Margaret when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Thank you for doing this. It means the world to me, so thank you so much. I hope the staff... Welcome back, everyone. Margaret Cho is our guest today. We're joined. Would you like to introduce the other special guest today?
This is Lucia Katerina Cho. She's my dog.
She's so. Oh my God. Hi.
She's a very good girl. Do you want to say hi?
Hi, sweetheart. Oh my God. Hi, sweetheart. Oh yeah. Oh you. Oh, is that Tito's that you smell? Yeah. No. I'm sorry.
She's very sweet. She loves men.
Oh, hi, sweetie. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh my God. Thank you for coming. Oh, and she's done. And she's done. Want to go back to mommy?
She's a very good girl.
We were talking about yesterday in the office, and I said to executive producer Jeff and Bjorn, and I said, I want to tell Margaret something, and I said I was trying to think of a word, and I'm like, oh, I want to give you a compliment, and I don't want it to seem like I'm pandering, but I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I don't think you get enough. I don't think you get enough accolades, and I don't think that you get enough love for how groundbreaking you are. And I mean that so much in this era where visibility is talked about a lot. You having a sitcom in the night. I just want you to know. I hope you take that in, what you mean to so many people.
Yes,
thank you. And what is that?
Thank you.
What is for the youngins out there, All American Girl was on ABC. Okay. Oh, I love it because I just said it. We went to the clip. There it is. You smiled when I said the title. What do you think about when I say All American Girl?
Oh, it's wonderful because for a lot of people, it was the first time they got to see an Asian American family on television. So it's really incredible. And so
look at that phone, Margaret.
I love that. We didn't even know that was going to be obsolete.
Right.
A cordless that you could walk around with like a big antenna.
Yeah.
That was the height of modernity. There was no cord attached. But yeah, it's really amazing. So a lot of people. In comedy, especially young Asian American comedians, look to me as the reason why they started doing comedy. So people like Bowen Yang and Ali Wong, they're my children.
Yeah.
So that's my greatest achievement, to have inspired this young generation who are doing incredible work.
Incredible work.
I'm really grateful for it.
Yeah, Did you know back then, like, were you able to take it in? What year was that?
1994.
94, that's what I thought,
no,
yeah.
No, I didn't know. What are you doing? What? Just gonna jump. No, I think, no, I didn't know. We didn't know. I had no idea. And the main problem with me on the show was that they thought I was too fat to play the role of myself. I know, it's so crazy. So
Did you
I had
get those notes from the network?
Yeah, but they were just trying, because they were trying to, they were trying to make me a television star, and it was hard because they had never seen an Asian American woman lead a TV show. So they were just trying to figure out, how can we make this work? They were doing their best with the tools they had then. And back then, the body image for women was really narrow. It was like so
in
impossible.
the 90s, it was all that cycle was all about, I remember all the models on all the runways were stick thin.
So you just I couldn't possibly, I wasn't prepared for it, because I would come into the world from comedy where it didn't matter.
It didn't, yeah.
And then the show was canceled and replaced by Drew Carey because he's so thin.
Was it really? I forgot about that.
They had all of our furniture. So I would watch the show and be like, that's my bedside table. Like, it was very shocking. But no, he's a good friend.
Oh,
it's show business. That's what happens.
Margaret, they freaking took your furniture and reused it.
Reused it.
That is now I'm going to go back just to watch for your nightstand.
You have to look and see it's the same furniture, but it's all, it all makes sense. Like, I think that if the show had been a success, maybe I wouldn't be doing what I am now, because I would be in Santa Barbara on a massive, like a huge mansion next to Oprah.
Margaret Cho Ranch.
I would have a ranch. I would just be in a caftan. There would be golf tournaments in my name. Like, I don't think that I would be
Margaret
out there
Cho Invitational.
Like, I wouldn't be doing any shows. I would just be, out there with a lot of like artisanal vegetables that I'd grown organically.
Gail would be over. You would bring Gail over to have some of the artisanal vegetables with Oprah.
Just a lot of like rutabagas and like the heirloom tomatoes. I think that, I would just be really into, hybridization of tomato farming.
Sometimes rejection is protection. More with Margaret when we come back. Back in a moment, everybody. Oh, God. I can't believe that. Welcome back, everyone. Margaret Cho is our special guest today. Follow her on social for all of her tour dates if you're watching from across the country. I'll tell you how, if you're watching us locally, where you can go see her tonight. Actually, one of my favorite venues in the city. We were talking about your side hustle music.
Yes.
When I was working out with you at the Orpheum Theater 15 years ago, I just never thought, I didn't know you were a singer back then.
Yes.
Where did that come from?
My mother is a singer. My father is a pianist. My mother also plays guitar. And so I had music in my life ever since I was a really young child. So it's just something that I've always done. And it's just something that helps me creatively. Like, I just really enjoy doing it. I love writing songs. For me, it's just a really special thing to be able to do. Yeah.
When we were talking about All American Girl, you know this back in the day, the trajectory. Oh, look at that. There's a great photo, Margaret. Look at that. I love that. The trajectory, young folks have no idea, the trajectory used to be you wanted to go on a late night show, and then a lot of comedians wanted to get a sitcom. That's what you wanted to do, and then boom, you were off to the races. Now the trajectory is very different for comedians with social media, and they don't need gatekeepers. They don't need to go on a show. Do you think because of all of that, do you think it's easier or harder to break out in this era for young comedians?
I think it's just different.
Yeah,
but it's wonderful.
Neither's different.
Yeah, it's just different. I think in the beginning you had to find an agent, you had to find a manager, you had to find people that would represent you to put you on a TV show and put you out there. And now you can just let your talent lead and find your audience through social media. So, but there's still ways to manage that along the way. So it's just all I think it just evens out, but it's a different process.
Yeah, it makes it so you don't need to necessarily go to an ABC and get a sitcom. You can talk to the people directly.
Yeah.
We do a thing called Couch Confessions, similar to the Colbert questionnaire. We're going to go through a series of quick questions. You say the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? Here we go. Margaret Cho, what is your go-to karaoke song?
Oh, I like Total Eclipse of the Heart because it's very dramatic.
Yes.
I love that one.
That's a good range.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh God, I would love to hear you sing that. Okay, next, what job would you be terrible at?
Oh gosh, I probably would not be a good doctor. I don't think I would be a good doctor.
Just because bedside manner or just because,
no, I just think that I would not know what's wrong with people. I don't know what's wrong with you. Why are you telling me this? Like, I would just be like, what? No, what is wrong with you? Ew, get away. Like, I would just be, I just wouldn't be the right, but I would love to be a veterinarian. So I think I do have a good rapport with animals, and I have her and I have 3 cats, and I'm giving injections to, I'm giving medication. I'm like,
all yourself?
All doing different dietary things. So I am pretty good at that stuff.
Okay.
I can squeeze an anal gland. Like I'm like good at that. You have to.
Not touching that at all, Bjorn. Bjorn, I'm not saying it, Bjorn. Don't worry. Margaret Cho, what is your biggest pet peeve? I love to talk pet peeves.
Ooh, this is from today. When when you're in a hotel bed and your body kind of warms up the bed, and then you can smell all the other bodies that have been in the bed. You know that feeling?
I have never thought about that in my life, and now you have ruined me for hotels. That is a thing?
It's a thing. It's like you have to let your body heat warm up. But I have a dog nose. That's why I wouldn't be a good doctor, because I just can smell what's going on. I really have a dog nose, so I can smell like the different people that have laid there before, because it's just. You get the compilation of all of the different types of people that have, the different.
And the mix.
Yeah, whether they've bathed or not bathed, and
There is no. I've never ended an interview on a better way than this. Give it up for Margaret Cho, everyone. As I said, if you're watching locally, Margaret has a show tonight at the Fillmore in Minneapolis. If you're watching from across the country, for dates and ticket info, head to her website, margaretcho.com. We'll be right back. That was great. I have honestly never thought about that.